The Darwinian Revolution. In 1859, there was a groundbreaking revolution in both scientific and religious realms. Charles Darwin, an English naturalist, biologist, and geologist, published his book on the origin of the species, where Darwin introduced the theory of evolution. The book changed how people approach biology forever and has fundamental impacts on modern science, religion, and other aspects of the society.
The theory of evolution is the theory by Charles Darwin, the famous scientist before. The theory posited that population passed through a process of natural selection in which only the fittest would survive. So, natural selection is a process in which living things with beneficial traits produce more offspring than others. This results in changes in the traits of living things over time. So, natural selection, it is a process through which population of living organisms adapt and change. So, it was a powerful idea in explaining the evolution of life that it became established as a scientific theory. So, Darwin stated that organisms have the ability to adapt to their environment and would gradually change into something that would be more competitive to survive, a process known as the evolution. So, the theory of evolution, in other words, organisms change or evolve over time, and the life on Earth has changed. Descendants diverge from common ancestors in the past.
The human lineage. So first in the picture is the Australopithecus afarensis. Australopithecus afarensis is the first evolution of human. Now it is an extinct species of Australopithecine in which it lived 3.9 to 2.9 million years ago in the Pliocene of East Africa. First fossil of Australopithecus afarensis was discovered in 1930s. Australopithecus afarensis is also known as the southern ape. Some facts about Australopithecus afarensis is they were similar to modern human. They are bipedal, so they can walk using their 2 feet. But like apes, they have smaller brain than human. Their canine teeth were smaller than those found in apes, and their cheek teeth were larger than those modern human. So dagko sila cheek teeth, but gamay sila canine teeth than apes. Pero same lang sila sa apes nga gagmay og brain. So next in the picture is the Homo habilis. Homo habilis is an extinct species of archaic human from the early Pleistocene of East and South Africa about 2.31 to 1.65 million years ago. So some facts about Homo habilis, it is also called as handyman. So handyman because some stone tools were found near to its fossil, and it's assumed that this species had developed the ability to modify stone in tools. So sa kaning stage sa evolution is kabalo na sila, or gi-assume sa mga scientists nga kabalo na sila mag-modify og stone into tools. So next is the Homo erectus, or the upright man. Homo erectus is an extinct species of archaic human from the Pleistocene, with the earliest occurrence about 2 million years ago. So Homo erectus is the first of our relative to human-like body. So igagaw na to siya og body, pero some proportion lang sa iyang body nga mura siya human tanawon, pero dili siya totally nga human yun, no? So pero ang kwan lang niya is shorter lang ang iyang arms and longer iyang legs relative to its torso. So longer iyang legs. And it is also possible nga diri nga stage of or evolution is kabalo na sila magluto og pagkaon. Sunod is the Homo neanderthalensis. Homo neanderthalensis are an extinct species or subspecies of archaic human who lived in Eurasia until or about 40,000 years ago. So, Homo neanderthalensis are made and use a diverse set of sophisticated tools, controlled fire, live in shelter, made and wore clothing, were skilled hunter of large animals, and also ate plant food, and occasionally made symbolic or ornamental object. So, during a stage of evolution is, kuha na sila, kanang, gabuhat na gid sila og tools, no? And also, na-discover na nila how to make a fire, and they also living na in a shelter, and made and wore their own clothing. Also, skilled hunters na sila sa mga dagko nga animals, and also they ate plant foods, and occasionally made a symbolic or ornamental object. So, last on the list is the Homo sapiens, or also known as the human. So, kita. So, Homo sapiens are the most abundant and widespread species of primate, characterized by bipedalism. So, pareha sa Australopithecus, no? Bipedalism, kabalo naman tag as we are human, gabaklay naman ta, so bipedalism. This has enabled the development of advanced tools, culture, and language. So, as human, naman tayo own culture, also, daghan na sad ta og mga discoveries, and we also talk, no? We can also talk. And also, ang Homo sapiens is the widespread species.
The publication of his book rose controversies in public. His theory of evolution conflicts the church's teachings, which they believe that all source of life has come from one heavenly being, especially the creation of humanity. The conflict between his theory and the church has started ever since then. But good thing it didn't last forever, because the church eventually understands that Charles Darwin's theory is not against the teachings of the church, and both of their beliefs can coexist in this world.